Adenike is a social media manager and creative storyteller, passionate about helping brands communicate with clarity, creativity, and authenticity. She has worked with brands across different niches and social media platforms, creating content tailored to distinct brand voices while building engaging online communities through intentional storytelling and digital communication strategies. Beyond social media, Adenike has also served and volunteered at corporate and creative events as an event influencer, contributing to audience engagement, event coverage, and overall guest experience. She is also actively involved with Ordained Radio TV, where she manages and hosts programs focused on meaningful conversations, audience engagement, and faith-based media content. She is the convener of the Joy of Creating with Adenike, a children-focused initiative aimed at nurturing creativity, confidence, and expression in young minds. Known for her attention to detail, communication skills, leadership abilities, and ability to coordinate people and ideas effectively, Adenike brings a thoughtful and people-centered approach to every project and theme she works with.
Hello everyone and welcome to IDZ Teen Talk. My name is Elechi Esther and here I have with me Miss Ajayi Adenike. So she'll be answering questions on the topic, the power of media in this generation and the next. So we'll get going now. First off, hi mom.
Hi.
So please tell us about yourself.
Okay, so it's just Adenike Ajayi. So, hi everybody. I am Adenike Ajayi. First off, I'm a child of God. Yes. Because with God, because I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So, speaking of all things, I can be a lot of things, but let's just limit it. So, I'm just a social media manager and a brand event influencer. Let's just keep it like that.
Oh, okay. So the first question, what do you think when you hear the topic, the power of media in this generation? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Okay, the first thing that will come to my mind, the topic says the power of media in this generation and next. But before we go to this generation and next, what was media in the previous generations? So in the previous generations, media is practically anything, any medium we use to pass information, any entertainment or stuff like that. So in the previous or past generation, media was basically through television, newspapers, magazine, and radio. Especially that radio. I'm sure that a lot of our parents can, relate with that, but some of the teens cannot because they were not in that generation. So there was nothing like social media. So when we talk about this generation, this is where the teens come in because this is that's what they are actually aware about. So we cannot start talking about social media. We can talk about podcasts like this. We can talk about blogs. We can talk about articles. We can talk about a lot of social media platforms, TikTok, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube. Now that is media in this generation.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's almost the whole topic in one breath. Well done. Thank you, Mom. So I'd like to ask, what do you think the power of media is regarding youth? Because in the world where we are, it feels like everyone is held spellbound by their phones. Why do you think the media has so much hold on teenagers especially?
The media has the good side, it has the bad side. But unfortunately, the bad side affects more of the teens. The good side in the sense that a normal or layman, a normal person can have a voice through the media. And on the bad side, a teen can become so, so obsessed, so addicted to screens. They can pass fake rumors. They can take in information wrongly. A lot of misconception about what's going on. And everyone that has a voice, whether good or bad, they portray through the media, right?
Sure.
So a teen can decide to leave the good and just start taking on the bad information. So it actually have a lot of impact on the teen, either good or bad. Now it boils down to perception and individual preferences or individual upbringing or how they want to, whatever it is they want to take actually.
Okay, but I think that there should be like a line to it. I mean, there's good and bad. There might not necessarily be a middle ground. So where do you think? I mean, as teenagers, at this phase of life where you're trying to figure out what your standards actually are. So where is that line? What time do we draw the line between what is good and bad? I mean, everybody seems to be an authority on social media. Everybody comes to tell you, do these 4 things to love God. Do these 3 things to be the best students. I mean, where do you draw the line between what is actually genuinely true and what is not?
Okay. Where do you draw the line? It's, like I said earlier, it boils down to our individual perception about life. Now, we all grew up in different backgrounds and upbringing. And, if we are to talk about our beliefs and perception, as teens, we are already forming what to believe. And which is why the internet and the media, it's a very touchy, subject, in the sense that at this particular point in the life of a teen, his or her belief is being formed at that moment, and they can be influenced negatively or positively. But then I would say that at that point, as a teenager, you already know your left from your right. You already know what is good, what is bad. You already know what you want to become or what you have set down, like in terms of what to do in the future and all that. So I would say where you draw the line is not every information that you get on social media should actually be consumed. Of course, you filter it, you take the good, you take the bad. But your subconscious should tell you when a particular information doesn't really make sense or a particular information shouldn't actually be digested and you just discard. It is only people who, would I say, they don't have a strong belief system or they've not started forming who they are yet, then they can easily get swayed with whatever information it is on the net. So I think that it still boils down to who we are as a person and what we actually want to become. Then whatever information we get feeds on that.
Okay. When you were speaking, it just came into my mind that the generation that we are, teenagers are given so much access to the media. I mean, back then, for me, in secondary school, having a phone was not even up for discussions. What do you think about parents giving access to their children in terms of media? Like, should there be an age range for that, or do you think it's okay to just let them?
Okay, I would say it's not really okay, but unfortunately, in this generation that we are in, even primary school students can actually do their work without going online. Because in the sense that the homework they give them or the kind of engagement they give them, they will need to go. You hear, mommy, I want to browse something. They say we should check something online, or they say we should do this, or they say we should do that. In areas like that, now, if we want to talk about giving media, then we have to put age, limits.
Okay.
As teenagers, of course, teenagers don't have a phone. You'd be like, yes, your parents or what? Because in terms of communication, parents will need to communicate to their children in terms of knowing their whereabouts. And nowadays, children go to school very early. Like they go to the uni at a very young age nowadays. You see, as small as 13, 14, they're already in the university.
Wow.
So, of course, they will need to go with a phone. And then you cannot actually check what they are doing. But as early as the age of 8, 9, 10, if you want to give your child a phone, then the phone should actually be monitored, be limited. Their access, their internet access, their access to the media should actually be limited. And there's a way you can actually check what they've been doing on the phone. You can check through their browsing. At least they might not be aware.
You're spying on them.
And you educate them. You let them know that, okay, this, you're not supposed to go to, don't use this app. Or
Okay.
don't use this, don't use that. Most children of that age, they actually just want to play games or just watch cartoons on YouTube. So they are not actually really exposed to that extent. But coming to teens, they already have social media accounts. They're already on Instagram. They're already on TikTok. So, I mean, you cannot actually really know what they're doing online. But I guess sitting them down and talking to them, telling them about the dangers of social media, actually putting them to work off social media. You can enroll them in a reading club.
True.
You can. There are other extracurricular activities that you can enroll them that would actually not make them, so invested in being online. And you can have a phone coffee. Okay, when it's past 8 p.m., nobody should be on their phones. And
until they stick their phones.
until they see, let's just hope they're good children.
Yeah.
So there are actually, these are just few things you can put in place, but really, 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 with the way the media is going, it's getting more difficult. But then parents have to really, talk to them. Children listen. And if you actually tell them the dangers and actually give them good role models. Okay, look at this person. You can listen to this person. You can talk about this podcast. In fact, you can show them something and you people talk about it at home.
True.
This person
That
was
way you know what's in their mind.
You know what's in their mind. They open up to you what they want to know.
Okay. Thank you. That was beautiful. Well done. Okay, aside Stin, let's go to you.
Okay.
So I know that you've been in the social media space for a while and you're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
So I want to ask, how's your journey been? Like, what sparked up the interest for social media?
Well, I have not actually been a social media person growing up. So, like I said, in my own days, not that I'm that old, but in my own days, using a phone, the social media, it was not as it is now. So I wasn't really a social media person. I didn't have an Instagram account. I didn't have TikTok account. And then I started to run an online business that needed to grow beyond just WhatsApp status. And then they was like, okay, open Instagram account. People are, they're making money from Instagram. They're getting customers from Instagram. And I was like, okay. I opened it, just managed this for a while here and there. And then I still wasn't fully invested in it. So backstory, I just had to transition from working 9 to 5 to actually looking for other things that I can do. And just like that, I attended, an internet radio academy just to teach, the use of radio TV. And so that was how the passion just came. Like, okay, this thing is, I think I'm liking this. I think, and actually I used to write. So it now became a thing, me just writing social media content. So I actually started doing it for my own brand, for my own online business. Okay, I'll do videos, I'll talk about this particular bag or this product, this is available. And then I was like, okay, this is getting interesting. Then I started working in this radio TV space. I started anchoring programs and the rest is history. I took courses actually. I took more than one course. So professional diplomas and certifications like that. So about 2 or 3, still ongoing actually. So and that's it.
Okay, that's a beautiful story. Everyone, that's your key to take that advice that somebody's giving you about that thing that you've not really started doing. You might just not know. Maybe that's where your interest lies. So thank you very much, Mom.
Thank you.
So my other question is this. What are the developments or things that you think that teenagers can use media for to help probably for the growth of their community, to help them develop better, to become better leaders? In essence, just be better for our society.
Things that they can do, like they can actually do themselves.
Emphasis on realistic things, like very feasible things that teenagers can do.
Not creators, not influencers.
I mean, that's feasible.
Okay.
Perceptually, like that's very feasible.
Well, it depends on what they actually want to go into as a creator or influencers. at least they are child influencers for brands. I mean, brands like Golden Penny, Mortal Guinness, they actually use children to promote their products. So if there are teens that have, they have, how would I put it, they have skills in storytelling, they have skills in, I mean, I am always one for younger people to actually get skills, media skills, because if I had known earlier, I would have started earlier, but I wasn't, exposed to this kind of thing. So let them get soft skills, let them get technical skills, know how to write content, know how to edit videos, know how to shoot videos, know how to take pictures. I've seen some people's accounts on social media where they take really good pictures and they just upload it, even with their phones. They don't actually really need big gadgets. You can start from small. I mean, writing is really making it big. Like, it's really, you can actually write copies for brands. Like, they won't even know you had one I wrote a blog post. So this space is not saturated, because a lot of brands are also coming online because they see that a lot of their audience or customers are online. So where do you actually meet them if not online? So the space is enough to accommodate everybody. You just be good,
Please, let me get there first, then you guys can come after.
just make sure that you are the highest shareholder. Or how would I say? You have a lot of experience and you are very good at your work. So there are a lot of things that you can actually become on social media. You can become a content creator, and content creating has a lot of niches that you can venture into. You can be content creator for brands, content creator for lifestyle, for children, for sports. So there are a lot of things that you can actually create as a content creator. Then also for skills, I already mentioned writing. You can also be, which other thing? Okay, you should be able to edit. There are some people that are looking for videographer, graphics design. As simple as Canva can be, it can also be a very good tool to utilize. Some people make confirm good design copy, and they actually make dollars from using Canva. Canva is in stages, is in levels.
Yeah.
So there is the basic level. At least start from somewhere.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that you can actually use the social media to do, and you can also use it for your business. If you are somebody that you are business oriented, you know how to multiply 5 naira into 10 naira. Then you take your business online. If you have skill, if you're an artist, if you know how to draw, forget maybe you want to do that, very good portrait. Start from somewhere. People like to see your history. Start from the little drawing. Maybe it's just a caricature. Put it online. Put your pen name on it. If you know how to write poems, put it online. If you know how to dance, if you know how to anything that you think that it's actually creative, you can put it online. But I'm against how would I say it, inappropriate content actually.
Okay.
So
it's like there's a market online, like it's a marketplace. You just go there, sell what you have to offer, and then most likely get buyers for it.
That's right.
Okay. I mean, now I feel like everybody wants to be a content creator. When you said the thing about it, okay, you said write and do. I feel like the content creation market or the space or field is quite saturated. I mean, everybody wants to be everybody just wants to film their daily life and then put it up on it, and then maybe with time starts getting paid for it. So now, and I believe that there are a lot of teenagers that even for much better reasons want to become content creators or influencers. Can you tell us about the behind the scenes? I mean, I don't think it's just a smooth ride, because I used to have one of my friends back then. She wanted to be a content creator, but then she did our videos for like 2 days. I said she's not doing it again because she had to take so many, left to retake and all of that. And probably her clips got missing and all of that. So what's the behind the scene like?
If you want to become a content creator, it's that means you practically don't have another job. Because you need to shoot. I've seen creators that shoot at night. Like, they actually get dressed at night, like midnight, to shoot their content. So there's a part of shooting, there's a part of editing, and there's a part of coming up with ideas, coming up with things to shoot. It's not a very easy thing to do. Creating is not a very easy thing to do. And there's a thing of phone storage. There's a thing of having very good gadgets to be able to shoot those content. So it's no child's play. If you want to go into content creation, you can start with your gadgets. Then when you start with your gadgets, then you can now start getting skills. Or except if you want to outsource your video editing, then I mean that's a lot of money.
A lot. Especially when you're just beginning and you don't even have so much that you're getting from it yet.
Exactly.
You don't want to outsource that.
You might not actually really start gaining anything from it. I mean, most of these social media platforms start paying when you have like thousands of views. And so before you get there, well, if your content is something that is relatable to the audience and you get people to actually watch, then in a matter of 6 months to 1 year, you can start earning from it.
Okay. No, me giving serious thoughts. I think that
Serious thoughts. Okay.
I
What
think
is your
that
strength?
I'm going to meet you in the field.
You can meet us. We are playing today.
But I'd like to work with you, so
Okay.
I already started like having be with you on this podcast.
Right.
So I also wanted to talk about, I think you're the convener for Joy
Joy of creating.
Joy of Creating with Nika. Like I was trying to put the words together. Yeah, Joy. So what made you start that? I mean, there are teens and there are children.
Okay,
So-
what made me do it for children?
Yes. Why did you not choose us?
No, I don't have the strength to handle you if I've actually preferred children to teens. I mean, all the time I was a teacher, I didn't go beyond secondary school for a reason. I cannot shout. And I had a very, very small body. I cannot allow somebody that is taller than me to come and disrespect me, please. So, but I actually prefer children. They are innocent souls. And I feel like at that point, they actually need somebody who can actually, handle them, encourage them. At that point of their life, they actually need somebody to coach them. They can pick anybody as a role model at that particular day. I want to be like this. She's a nurse. I have a daughter. Let me just say daughter because she'll be like, Auntie Nikki, I want to be like you when I grow up. I want to be as slim as you. I want to be as at that little mind of theirs at that age. They are receptive to anything. So I just love their free spirit, and I love how easygoing they are, and they are easy to teach as well. So
You think so?
yes,
I'm thinking of my younger sister.
Yeah. If I had a younger sister, she'll be very, very likable. Honestly, she'll be likable. So this thing has been on for years, like almost more than half of my life. And so when I came into the creative space, I actually then, of course, I had to bring my passion into it. Okay, what can I do to celebrate? It's actually celebrating children for the Children's Day. So celebrating them creatively. What creative aspect of them can I bring out, through a competition? And so that's just it. I mean, the first edition we had, some parents didn't even know that their children could draw. I mean, the winner for the drawing competition was 4 years old.
Wow.
And he actually drew his family. And the mother was, wow. So, stuff like that, Sha.
Okay, so my last question for the day before we move to the firecracker questions.
Okay.
So what would you tell a 16-year-old that is trying to build a personal brand? I mean, the word build a personal brand, everybody tells you build a personal brand. But how do you explain that to probably a 16-year-old or 15-year-old child or teenager?
First of all, where is the 16 years old or 15 years old? Is he in school?
Yes, most likely in school.
Okay. If he or she is most likely in school, then we can talk about building a brand. because I feel like at least academic pursuits would come first before you're trying to do it. Because honestly, we cannot overrule the influence of schooling or the influence of getting education you see creators that are not educated, they will drag you on social media. Apart from that, school actually have a way of instilling knowledge, instilling behavior, instilling your language, your personality. So I can't, take away that. So to a 15-year-old or to a 16-year-old, I would say building your personal brand. I mean, you have to first find yourself, find what you're good at, find your passion. You cannot go into something and you get tired in the long run. What actually keeps people doing what they do is because they enjoy doing it. So if you don't enjoy doing it, I don't see how you can do it for long term or in the long run. So the first thing I would say is you find yourself. If you like writing, I mean, I know people who are young artists, and so if you know that you know how to draw, you can take it as a thing of passion and improve on it. I mean, you don't just say because you know how to draw, you stop there. You challenge yourself, go for drawing competition so you can actually know the standard is like. Know what the standard is like and know how far you can do. I mean, you can get more skills with your drawing, and there's what we call skill stacking. So if you know how to do, if you know how to write, you can add other skills like shooting content, video editing, and all of that. So you just stack skills that are related together that can actually make you a better person and a better advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
That's leverage.
Yes, that's leverage actually. So that's what I'll tell a 16 or 15-year-old. You have to find yourself first.
Find yourself.
Your own voice. You don't necessarily have to start speaking like other creators. Just be you. That is what makes them different. That is what makes them them. So know what makes you you. I mean, you can follow them. You can watch what they do. To see how it is being done, but you don't necessarily have to do what they do. Just find your own niche, find your own space. Your audience will always find you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mom.
You're welcome.
So now, drum rolls, firecracker questions.
Okay.
So, first, you don't need to think far. Just say what comes to your mind first.
Okay.
Which would you delete, TikTok or YouTube?
TikTok. I don't like that.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, maybe I should have used Twitter because Twitter is very violent. Okay, another. Would you prefer to post in the morning or at night?
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Why?
Well, it depends on the platform. For LinkedIn, it works best in the morning. For other social media platforms, between the hours of 10 to 12 to 4. Yeah.
Okay. Complete the sentence. Media is one word.
We are powerful, like the topic.
That was a smooth ride. Quick one. Okay. The last thing that made you proud of something you created.
Of course, job creating that didn't care. I'm so proud of doing that. Like, I'm super proud that I'm able to come up with that, and it's always a success, and I have very good, amazing people supporting me in it. So yeah, I'm very proud of that.
Oh, okay. One creator that you think that this generation needs multiple of them. One creator.
Do I really follow creators? Let me think. Okay, there are a lot of them, but I don't really have a preference. I mean, I don't really follow creators. Let me just leave it like that. I don't. But if you want to follow creators, I can say for impacting knowledge, I would say Mrs. Ibokun Awosika. Then if you want to say in terms of being creative,
I said whole person. She has a lot of her sleeves.
No, just this one. In terms of being creative, I'll say Tomike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, now random questions. Sleep or stay out, baby?
Sleep. Sleep. Let's just
Okay, sleep or read?
read.
Stay indoors or travel?
Stay indoors.
Why? You people should travel, Jesus.
I don't like traveling. I think I have motion sickness, so I don't like traveling.
Okay. If content creation was a meal, what meal would you classify it as? What meal should that be?
Ah, yummy, 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 yummy. Let's say like pounded yam and egusi.
Anyways, thank you very much
Thank you.
coming around. It was beautiful having you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. One word for our listeners.
Just do you. I know the media space is crazy. There are a lot of voices out there, but just do you. You are enough to stand uniquely.
Okay, and so we come to the end of the session. Thank you, everyone. Kindly subscribe to our channels and we'll see you soon. Once again, my name is Ile Chester. Bye.